Hey everyone, welcome back to the Wyoming Knits YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Lee, and this is my channel where I like to talk about all the things that I've been knitting on over the past week. Today is Sunday, June 22nd, and this is episode 95. You can find me on Instagram as Jenny Lee Knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as Jenny Lee S Knits. And today I'm coming to you from Southwest Wyoming, where I live with my husband, our daughter, and our little Yorkie Dax. It's been a week here in Southwest Wyoming. It got pretty warm, and today is so much colder. It is only 43 degrees outside right now. It was almost 80 degrees outside yesterday. And today is cold and windy, so I am wearing my Birch pullover again. I thought that throwing this on would be just a little hug for me today. So I'm wearing my Birch pullover that I finished last week. I will link all the yarn and the pattern in the description box below. Remember, I also have a scrappy knit along going on over on Ravelry. We are doing 3 categories this year. It's a year-long make-along. Anything scrappy goes. So head over to Ravelry and check that out. I will link that in the description box also. So let's talk about what I got up to this week. I have 1 finished object, 1 half finished object, and 4 more works in progress to talk about today. So let's get started with finished objects. Totally lost the word. Finished objects. So last week I had shown you that I was working on these socks. This is the String of Lights pattern by Witchery. I was right here ready to do a couple more rows and then start the heel. So I finished the first sock and I finished the second sock. I started with a German twisted cast on. I cast on 64 stitches on a 9-inch circular needle. I used a size 0 for this pair. I did a 2x2 rib cuff for 20 rounds, and then I started the String of Lights pattern. I did a slip stitch heel flap and gusset, and then I continued the pattern on the top of the foot, stockinette on the bottom, and then I did the toe that is in Vanilla Socks by Crazy Sock Lady. She has I think 3 different vanilla sock patterns. I think all her patterns are on sale until the 1st of July. So if you go over there, you can get the Vanilla Socks pattern, I think, for 25% off. But I just take that pattern and I substitute in the texture pattern from the String of Lights, because I think Witchery has a different heel. She might have the same toe, but I'm pretty sure she has a different heel, and I'm not sure if you start out with a 2x2 rib. So I usually just substitute in the textured part in my Vanilla Socks. So this is Dragon Hoard yarn. I'll show you the tag. And then this was her Myth Fingering Fly Agaric. And so these are finished. They are ready to be gifted on Friday. These are for one of our friends that lives in Utah. She will be up on Friday, so I will gift these to her on Friday. And that was the only thing I finished this week. Let's talk about what I worked on. So let's talk about works in progress. So last week, I'm pretty sure this one was finished. So I have the first sock, and I am working on the second sock. I was right here last time, ready to do the heel almost. Yeah, a few more rounds. I always put in a different color where I put in the heel, so when I get here, I know it's time to start the heel. I cast on 64 stitches for these ones with a German twisted cast on, and I was looking at these socks side by side, and I thought this one looks and feels a little taller, a little baggier on my sock blockers. And so I checked my needle. I'm using a size 1 on this one. I used a size 0 on the other one. The person that I'm making these for does not like tight socks, so I think that's gonna work out. So I only have a few more rounds. I need 10, 20, 30, 40 more rounds, and then I'm ready for the toe on this one. This one is the Yarnable January 2023 color, Party Like It's 2023. Here is the label. And so I should be done with this one pretty soon. So I did start out with 64 stitches, German twisted cast on, 20 rounds of a 2x2 ribbed cuff, and then I did, let's see, how many rounds did I do for the leg? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 rounds for the leg. Excuse me. 70 rounds for the leg. And then I'm making this to fit a women's size 9 shoe. So those will also be a gift. My friend's mom is getting these ones. I haven't made her a pair of socks yet. Everyone else in her family has got a pair, and so I want to make her a pair also because she has just been so sweet to our family. Then the next thing I worked on, let's talk about this bag. This is a Red's Lady Creates bag, and I love this yarn. I love this project. I'm using my Tweed Sparkle yarn from Yarn Cafe Creations. Let's see. This is on her Barista collection. This color is Caterpillar, and it's the 92% superwash merino, 8% polyester tweed with Angelina sparkle. So you can see the sparkle in this. I love this green color. And I'm doing the Salty Air Tea by Samantha Guerin. And I am still working on the lace yoke. So I have not finished the lace. I have not split for sleeves yet. You can kind of see the sparkle in there, I'm hoping. But you can see the tweed and the lace. So I've worked on this. I think I'm doing either the second or the third size. And it's just coming along. I have loved working on this, but when I sit down to work on it, I don't want to be interrupted because I just want to keep doing the repeats. So I have my twice-shirred sheep row counter on here so I can make sure I'm on the right row in the chart. I do use my iPad and I use GoodNotes. It is a PDF reader that you can mark up on, and there's a highlighter, there's a pencil, there's a pen. You can make any notes you need to, you can highlight sections, and then when you're done you can erase what you want, or you can leave it on there for next time you do the pattern. And so I am doing that. I was right there last time. Right here is where I marked it, so I did put some good progress on there. I think I only have maybe 10 more rounds on this before I split for the sleeves. So I'm excited to get this finished so I can wear it this summer when it warms back up. I'm sure today's going to be the only colder day that we have. Then I did, trying not to get my bags to fall, I did work on this next one. This is my Autumn League pullover by Two of Wands. I finished the body. Let's see. I was right here and I finished the ribbing. It is split hem, and I picked up the first sleeve. I need to get my my other twice-shirred sheep row counter out because you need to count so many rows and then do your decrease. So I want to put a row counter so I can count the rows, and then I will add some stitch markers that tell me how many rows I have to decrease, and then I can just work on this. So I'm on the sleeve. It's got the cute little X like a sweatshirt. I will do this sleeve, come back and get the collar. I do also love this green color. This is Sirdar. Let me get the ball. Sirdar Loveful in the color Pine. It is shade 205. And it's got some little tweed bits in there. This is 100% recycled yarn. It's got, what does it say? 40% recycled wool, 40% recycled polyester, and 20% recycled acrylic. I got this at my local yarn store when I went for LYS Day. And it's going to be a nice sweater to wear when I go back to school. I did have a couple of new followers, new subscribers that asked about school. I am a first grade teacher here in Southwest Wyoming. I absolutely love it. Though I love the kids so much, and I love working with them and watching them grow. But I do love my summer, so I can sit and knit all summer long. The next thing I worked on was in this bag. This is a bag by Awesome Granny. Let's see. Here's her tag. I will also link all the bag makers shops in the description box below. You may or may not find the same print. And I am working on the Maema cardigan by Pip and Pin. I have not much after the sleeves. I didn't do very much this week. I just got a couple extra repeats on there. I got my cute little dinosaur stitch marker that I got from Yarnable. I think I got it in April. And so this is what I got so far. It's got this really cool honeycomb brioche stitch. Super easy to do. You're only doing the slip one over, knit, slip one, yarn over, knit on one side. That's what it's called. And then you're just knitting all the way back. And then the sleeves are just stockinette. And I'm using my Momma Jess April Mystery sock yarn. I got 3 skeins of this because the photos were a lot of purple, and I was like, well, whatever it is, I'm gonna make my Maema out of it, and I want 3 skeins. So this one was called Shades of Purple. And I have the second skein caked up. And the first skein, where did it go? It's in here somewhere. There's about this much left, so I think I'm ready to start fading in the second skein, and then I'll keep a little bit of this to fade in on the sleeves. So that's my Maema cardigan. And then the next thing I worked on is my garden cardigan, and I'm using Blackbird Sycamore yarn in the color Mocha Mars, and I'm holding it with this Drops Kid Silk Mohair in the color Apple. The number is 18. Holding these together, and this is what it looks like so far. I was right here last time. So this is the back panel. I do have stitch markers on here in between each repeat, so if I get off by one stitch, I can fix it in that section instead of tinking all the way back and fixing it. I really love how this is turning out. So I want to work on this some more. And that was all the things I worked on. I didn't get any mail this week, but let's talk about something exciting that happened. Monday, I finished recording. I got it edited. I got it uploaded. My husband came home. We had dinner. And as we were cleaning up, I got a phone call and I was like, oh, that's weird. I don't know who that is. And he's like, just answer it. I was like, okay. So I answered it, and it was the dealership in Rock Springs, and they had my car. I decided in April that I wanted to buy a new car. I searched online, and I decided I wanted a Toyota RAV4. I wanted the all-wheel drive, and I wanted heated seats. Didn't care what else came with it. Didn't want any of the extras. So we looked online on Toyota.com. We were looking. You can build to your specifications and then find the car that's closest to you with those specifications. They only had like 2 that didn't have the extras that I didn't want, that did have the extras that I did want. And so we called Rock Springs. We asked him if they could get it for us, and he did, and he said, but it is being built right now. I didn't even look at that part. He said it's being built right now, and you probably will not get it till the end of June, first part of July. So when he called on Monday night, I was super excited that my car was finally here, and I spent all day Tuesday at the bank getting the loan, doing all the paperwork, driving to Rock Springs. So Tuesday I did not knit 1 stitch at all. I was like, whoa, that's unusual for me. So Tuesday didn't knit at all. Wednesday my daughter went with her cousin, who I made the baby blanket for over the beginning of the year, and she had her baby on Wednesday morning. She had her baby, so they went up Tuesday night and they stayed with her, and she had her baby Wednesday morning. And so it has just been just new car, new baby. So I didn't work on as many things as I wanted to, but I still think I got a lot done. So now hopefully this week can be a pretty chill week, and I can just get some relaxation and some knitting done. And I'm so excited to have my new car. The last time I purchased a new car was in 2012. So it's been 13 years and I got a brand new car. I think all of my cars have been brand new from the dealership. So I do drive them until they're at least 10 years old, and then my husband gets them for work cars or whatever. But I'm so excited to have a new car. I have heated seats, heated steering wheel, and all-wheel drive. That's what I need here in Southwest Wyoming to make it to work in the winter time, and I want to be comfortable with the heated seats and the heated steering wheel. That's going to be awesome. I haven't had that before. My old car did not have heated seats, did not have remote start, and so this is a pretty big upgrade for me, so I'm excited. I think that's everything for today. Leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe. Go check out Ravelry for our scrappy knit along, and I will see you next week. Happy knitting!